So we are going to continue on with the weapons for Arlecchino, and next we're actually going to do a 3-star weapon, and that is Black Tassel. And in this video we're going to look at this weapon, its stats, what it does, and who it can be good for. So this weapon does get up crit rate, which is going to be very, very good, and its passive is that it increases normal attack damage by 24%. This is at R1. Now you might be wondering, how do I get this weapon? Well, if you have leeway at 100% and the new area, Cloud Retainers area, you can't get any more of them. You can only get these from chests in leeway, including Cloud Retainers area. So if you have both of those 100%ed, you can't get any more. You're out of luck. Like me, I only have one. I cannot refine this up. However, at R5, it would get up your normal attack damage at 48%, which is going to be really, really good for Arlecchino, who does a lot of damage through her normal attacks. So if you can get White Tassels, if you haven't 100% of the leeway and Cloud Retainers area, or if you have some in your bag, refine it up to R5, because this is going to be a phenomenal free-to-play option for Arlecchino, where you don't have to pay for the battle pass, you don't have to try to get her weapon, you don't have to try and get anything else. This is going to be very, very good for her. It does have a lower base attack because it is a 3-star, but getting that crit rate up and getting that normal attack damage up is going to be very, very good for Arlecchino. It also matches her aesthetic, right? She's got some white coloring in her. This polearm is white. It does still match the aesthetic pretty well. Now, who else can use this besides Arlecchino? So next we're going to talk about Rosaria. Now, Rosaria does have a passive where 15% of her crit rate will go to your on-field character during her burst. So this can be really, really good for helping get Rosaria to 100% crit rate. So that way you can get 15% crit rate to go to your on-field character, which could be Arlecchino. I've actually been running Rosaria with Arlecchino summon. It's been pretty fun. Now, this can be very, very good because of the crit rates. You just need to make sure that you have enough energy recharge on Rosaria to have her burst as available as possible. Not only is it going to help Arlecchino get melts, it's also going to help give Arlecchino more crit rate. I have over 100% crit rate on my Arlecchino with Rosaria's passive, so that's really, really good. Next is going to be a character like Cyno. So this is going to work well with Cyno, again, for the crit rate, but to the normal attack damage, whenever you use his burst and you are doing normal attacks after that, then he is going to be getting a boost to his normal attack damage, especially if you're doing like a quicken, where that increase in normal attack damage is going to be very, very good for Cyno on like a quicken or a quick bloom team. And he is still going to enjoy the crit rate, right? Crit rate's going to be good for just about any single polearm user in the game. Next, of course, we got to talk about my live follow notification 5 Hu Taos laying on top of each other. If you've not heard that, do be sure to stop by the lives. Hu Tao will enjoy the crit rate. She'll also enjoy the normal attack damage, especially if you mix her in with Xingqiu or Yelan, because you need to do the normal attack damage to apply the Hydro. This will be very, very good. Typically, you do charge attacks with Hu Tao after that. But you do need to work in the normal attack damage, especially if you're using Xingqiu to get the Hydro application. So this can increase the damage of those normal attacks. And of course, she will love the crit rate. Now, speaking about charged attacks, we're also going to look at Zhao, who uses plunged attacks. Now, Zhao, using his plunged attacks, will like the crit rate. However, the normal attack damage will not apply to a character like Zhao with how his burst works. So if you look at his talents, even though his normal, charged, and plunging attacks are listed under his normal attack talent, because White Tassel specifically says normal attacks, it is not going to apply to charge attacks. It is not going to apply to plunging attacks. So Zhao will really only be able to use the crit rate from this, not the passive, because the passive will not apply to his plunging attacks. If this said like all damage or all attacks or something like that, or if it specifically said plunging attacks, it would. But because it specifically says normal attacks, it will only affect normal attacks. It will not affect the plunging attacks on Zhao. And because that's where he gets all of his damage through the burst, it's not going to be as good on him. He's just going to appreciate the crit rate. So that is going to be it for this video. Another short one today, but I did want to answer that comment. I did want to give the 2 battle pass weapons, and then now a 3-star weapon option for Arlecchino. So that's going to be it for this video. If you have any questions, do be sure to leave it down in the comments. Myself or someone else is sure to answer it, and I'll see you in the next one.